Hi, favored ones. Welcome to Soul Reflections. It's a beautiful Sunday. So I'm carrying Thunder right now because I think he knows that we're about to leave for my parents' home and it's been really noisy. So para lang we won't be disturbing our neighbors, I had to carry him. Um, Ayun. Ano nga ba? Okay, so of course, for this segment, I always share naman what I've learned or at least the major thing that I have learned for the and this morning while I was doing my prayers and meditation, I realized that the greatest motivation for me is really to grow as a person. Everything that I do in my life, everything that I choose to do, it's because I want to grow. And parang side benefits na lang yung money. It's because of growth that money would come. It's because of growth that there would be people that I would be serving, helping out. And it's also because of growth that I would glorify God. And but the main thing talaga for me, there's really this intense desire for growth. And ba't nga ba ako napunta sa ganun na pag-iisip, di ba? Ano ba yung nagmo-motivate sa akin? Because this week, again, sa school, dami kong deadlines. And again, I found myself rushing and cramming. So, I am really so thankful to God because despite my tendency for cramming, He still gives a lot of blessings and resources in the form of people, in the form of instruments, tools, or knowledge that would help me uh, finish kahit na parang I'm kind of beating the deadline, so to speak. So I'm still grateful that there's always that opportunity to be better. So despite my weaknesses as a human person. And syempre, 'di ba? I also realized na one of the reason why I like cramming so much is because there's this adrenaline rush in terms of cramming. And nasarap ng feeling, 'di ba? Lalo na pag natapos mo before deadline and then you did okay naman. So, there is satisfaction. But then, on the other side of it naman, syempre nakakapagod, 'di ba? Parang gano'n na lang ba lagi? Lagi na lang ba maghahabol? Puwede ko naman siya gawin ng mas maaga or I can pace it in such a way that I'm still, um, it's still stress-free even when I am finishing the deadline or completing it part by part. So, it made me ask, what's really my motivation ba in doing all of this? Kasi parang I suppose I lost track of it in some ways. So, that's the reason why I asked myself, what's my motivation in doing all of these things? Because there's a lot of things on my plate. And I realized that the main motivation is really to grow and be the best version that I could be in this lifetime. So, parang na-realize ko, o nga no, parang lahat nga ng ginawa ko in the past and even in the present, it's really to evolve more. And I'm just really so grateful that, God is always there helping me out and providing everything that I would to continuously grow pa. And that's what made me realize na yung mga ibang ginagawa ko, like yung tendency of cramming, hindi siya nakakatulong sa growth, di ba? Kasi habol lang habol eh. And it's not just in my studies na nagka-cram ako. Even in other aspects of my life, there's also cramming. Ganun naman kasi, di ba, when it comes to certain programming of mind or patterns that we have, sometimes it manifests more in one aspect of our life, but it doesn't mean it doesn't manifest in other aspects of our lives. So, lumalabas siya. Thunder. Ayan. So, it made me realize na, okay, now that I know what my motivation is, and now that, um, oh my gosh, thunder! Okay, all right. So now that I know what my motivation is, and now that I know, um, now that I'm aware that what I'm doing is not really aligned to what my actual goal in this life is, naisip ko, dapat mag-ano ko, reverse engineer. Parang i-reverse ang flow of things. There are some things that I do na based na sa pattern. And the question now is, how do I reverse engineer it in such a way that I would be able to still hit my goal? Diba? Ano yung mga changes na kailangan kong gawin? What are the things that I need to unlearn? And what are the things that I need to learn again? Ayun. So, the point of all of this is to be in awareness. Yun. Ang haba ng story, ano? Yung point lang pala is to be in awareness. Sometimes when things are not going your way in life, it's because there are some things that you're not aware of. And all you have to do is really ask the question, because when you ask the question, somehow God will find a way to give you the answer. And it could be answers through coming from your friends, or answers that you would just see when you open your laptop, when you open your browser, meron na lang magpa-pop up na. Or even sa YouTube, when you open your YouTube and you see your dashboard, there would be one video that would contain the message of God, that would contain the answer to your question. So may mga ganon na instances, but the important thing is to be aware so that you would know what question to ask. And in that way, you are taking control of your life, and you are making a deliberate effort to do what is necessary for you to reach your heart's desires. Kasi lahat naman tayo iba-iba yung desire natin, di ba? Sa akin, syempre, it's growth. I know myself. So, that would take precedence over a lot of things. Sometimes, of course, even minsan siguro tatanungin niyo, parang narinig ko na question is, paano yung family, di ba? Parang priority sila. Yeah, that's true. My relationship naman with my family, ano siya, kasabay siya ng growth ko. So, it's still growth for me. Yun yung focal point ko. It's my growth. And as I grow, I form better relationships with them, to the best of my ability. Parang ganun yung nangyayari. Or even with other things in life. Yung, let's say, even in my studies, the main thing is really growing. The side benefits would be learning more, creating knowledge, meeting new friends, forming new relationships, and getting to know myself better. So, a lot of things, but the focal is still growth. Kasi bawat bagay naman, bawat aspeto ng buhay, or bawat gift na binibigay sa atin, there's always opportunities to see the things that we'd want to see. So, yon. So the main point of this all, napahaba ng ang live, it's to be aware so that you would know what questions to ask. And when you're in awareness, you would find that answer. The answer will be given to you. Ang issue lang nga, kung hindi ka aware, hindi ka magtatanong, di ba? So, hindi ka na nga nagtanong, pag binigay sa'yo yung gift, hindi ka rin aware na binigay sa'yo ang gift. So, medyo double whammy siya. Hindi ka aware. That's why it's really, really important to be in awareness, to be mindful, to be discerning. all the time because it really helps. Yung growth, yung evolution mo as a person would be so extensive. And sometimes, when you grow so much, you would tend to be aware of the tendencies or the weaknesses of the people surrounding you. And because you're aware of what's going on inside of them, you tend to be more compassionate with them as well. So it's really being aware of yourself and your environment, people in your environment. That's the most important thing. Parang ang haba, no? Parang ngayon naiisip ko, ang haba naman. Parang ang lalim rin ng ginagawa ko. But anyway, God uses a lot of things so that we could learn. So, marami siyang mga ginagamit na instrumento. Tao man yan o bagay man yan. Ginagamit niya yun para mas matuto tayo, para mas maliwanagan tayo. And I suppose, I really believe, it's not I suppose, I really believe that's the main point of being in this life. It's really to grow. And in that growth, we become happier. We form a greater, closer relationship with God. And we form better relationships with the people around us. And to be of service to humanity. Kasi we're all humans naman, di ba? So at the end of it, we really have to give back. So that's a reflection for this week. Well, kumustahin nyo na lang ako or message me if you'd want to say hi. I'd love to hear from you kahit na ang dami kong ginagawa. Alright, so God bless everyone. I wish you all well. Oh, by the way, before I end, since mahaba na rin naman ang mga sinasabi ko ngayon, might as well, yung soul talk, I just have a little break right now because parang things are sabay-sabay yung mga deadlines ngayon. So, feeling ng mind ko, hindi kaya. But then, when I pray or when I meditate, parang ang sinasabi ng angels ko, kaya naman. So, it will resume on July. So, please bear with me. Okay, I'm going through a certain transformation or a transition. Ano ba yung magandang word? Metamorphosis, so 'di ba? I'm going through a metamorphosis right now. But, after this, I know things would be better because I would have grown more and I would have evolved more. And of course, in that growth and in that, evolution as a human person, I would be of more service to everyone. And of course, I wish you all well and God bless everyone, of course. I know that a lot of us are really being blessed and just remember that you're really favored and kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan, those are temporary. Okay? Ang mga setbacks, those are just instruments that God used to help you learn. Okay? So, hang in there and learn. Yun na lang. Learn. Grow. Para mabilis na matapos yung mga dapat na matapos. Okay? So, God bless everyone. Take care.